Much for getting us all those important details. Now let's expand this particular topic and get more experts to join in to talk about this grave situation and overall impact of this. In fact, let me welcome on the show Sriram PM Monga, who's a co-founder and principal consultant at SRED Real Estate Advisory. And we also have on the phone line Sunny Agarwal, the head of fundamental equity research at SBI Cap Securities. Now, Sriram, first question to you. Looking at this particular situation, how do you see the hospitality and the other industries grappling with this big concern of LPG shortage?
Hello, Nisha, how are you? Good afternoon. I think the Indian restaurant and hotel industry is going through an operational shock as on with the crisis which has just cropped up. Nobody was expecting that this is going to be such a big issue, which would, kind of ripple the whole, food service industry, like, overnight. So we've been hearing that there has been a lot of concerns from many restaurants, QSRs, CDRs, which have been falling prey to this, and there are government advisories which have gone out in various states of India, where there have been curtailed on the procurement of LPG gas supply. So it's a situation which needs to be dealt very carefully, and because the whole business relies on this backbone of the food service industries, which is the gas, and 60 to 65% of the restaurant industry is dependent on the gas supply.
That's right. That's a grave situation there. Sunny Agarwal, focusing on the various sectors and the way the LPG gas supply companies and some of the other pockets really reacted positively to this development. What is your reading of this LPG shortage and its impact, even positive as well as negative?
I think this disruption, I believe, is short-term in nature, and obviously it will impact more of players which are more into an industrial kind of supply. So I think most of the players like MGL or IGL predominantly focus on retail facing consumption, whether it is a pipe natural gas or CNGs or LPGs being supplied to the vehicle. So I think the impact for the guys which are predominantly have a presence on retail side won't see much impact, as that is under the priority as per the government recent order. Within industrial also, I think a few of the industries like fertilizer have been given priority. So to that extent, that part will not be impacted. Yes, for a few days till the time this issue is resolved, or till the time there is some alternative which is available for all these industries. Few industry-facing companies like Gujarat Gas, which has got a significant exposure towards an B2B kind of supplies, there we may see some impact for a time being. Otherwise, I think the impact should be short-term in nature. In long-term, I think the demand environment or demand drivers continue to be very robust, whether it is in terms of gas consumption for retail or on industry side or. So I think short-term disruption, I think any correction in the stock prices because of this ongoing short-term disruption is a good opportunity to accumulate, as we believe the volume can continue to scale going forward.
Right. So Sunny, hold your thought. Sriram, hold your thought. Let me take it across to my colleague Danish, who has been tracking all the developments. And remember that the government is also expected to come out with certain measures to arrest the problems being created because of the LPG shortage as well as diversion. Danish, what is expected in the meeting, and who all are representing there, and what kind of measures are being evaluated?
Well, at 5 p.m. a very big press conference is supposed to take place, and it is an interministerial press conference that is going to happen at 5 p.m. We will be having senior officials from Ministry of Petroleum, from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Shipping, and Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So we can see that these are certain sectors that have been majorly affected by the West Asian crisis, and over the past 10 to 12 days, we have seen that government is kind of doing its efforts, but over the past 3-4 days, the LPG situation in the country is getting very bad. We are seeing so many visuals from all across the countries. We are also seeing a lot of visuals from these different hotel associations. There are certain restaurants which are coming out and saying that they will not be able to continue with their day-to-day cooking activities because LPG shortage is there. But sources are also telling us that as far as the LPG shortage is concerned, it could also be because of the panic situation that has been created by the public itself, and that could be one of the reasons why we are seeing such long queues outside these cylinder centers. But we'll have to wait and watch till 5 p.m. We'll have to see that what are the new, probably the new things that the government will say. They will clear the air around many things.
All right, a lot of clarity there is required as several sectors remain impacted. Thanks, Danish, and we'll come back to you when you have more details on the developments of the meeting. And of course, that press briefing by the government is at 5 p.m. So, Sriram, you heard that there is a concerted effort. Government has been proactive in many measures, but looks like that the diversion of LPG cylinders towards the priority sectors has hit the hotel sector the most.
Yes, because right now, till the last week, there was very high occupancies in the major metro cities of the hotel rooms. So, it has been a good occupancy side of from the business side perspective. But this kind of situation, if it comes now with the curtailing of LPG, a lot of F&B will get affected. There would be a lot of issues with serving the room service, the restaurants, the type of, putting the meals together for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So these are the things which, a hotel occupant who's taken that room in the hotel is looking forward to. So currently there is, more information which needs to be required that till the time this is smooth and till when it can remain smooth also. So, if we get a preempted information, I think the hotel industry can be better prepared for facing this crisis.
All right, Sriram, as well as also Sunny, thank you so much for joining in with your expert take on this developing situation. And we also have to see how the government really arrests this particular shortage and its impact overall. And in the latest coming in, LNG supply shortage woes have now also entered the judicial corridor, remember, after restaurants and other services being affected by LPG cylinder shortage. And now Delhi High Court has issued a statement saying